guys, it's Gabby from New Morning Market downstairs. I'm one of your baristas. So today I'm going to tell you about one of the many brewing styles that we have downstairs at our juice bar. It's called a pour-over coffee. For those of you who don't know what pour-over is, it's just a single cup brewing method, and basically what that means is whether you like dark roast, medium roast, or light roast like me, you can brew yourself a perfectly extracted, full-bodied cup of coffee, or you can come on down to New Morning and we can do it for you. But I'm going to show you how to do it if you want to do it at home and how we do it here. So I chose Apollo, which is a light roast counterculture coffee. It's super florally, super bright. I chose it because it's my favorite, and because I'm doing the video, I got to choose. So yeah, I'm just going to jump right into it and tell you how to do it. So to start, you're going to need a kettle. Here at New Morning, we have a temperature control kettle. The temp it has to be at is 211. For those of you at home who don't have a temperature control gooseneck kettle, that's okay. All you have to do is fill it up with water, put it on the stovetop, and wait till it gets to a roiling boil. I didn't say bubble that time. They didn't know that, but I said it previously. Anyways, so I turned mine on already. I got it up to 211. We're all set, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna put this here, and what we have to do is we're gonna put the grinds in here up to 30 grams. So I have mine pre-ground, and you want it to be a little coarser than what you would do for a regular drip coffee. Not too coarse, but a little bit coarser than that. So I have these guys pre-ground, and that's what it looks like. And as you can see, it's just a bit coarser. So I'm gonna add 30 grams in here. And you really want it to be exactly 30 grams. It seems bizarre, but it really is amazing the difference, because coffee is a bit of a finicky thing, and it really wants you to be exact, unfortunately. All right, so we're at 30 grams. Woo! And then I'm just gonna even out my coffee bed. The reason I'm doing this is because when we add the water, we want it to hit the grinds even and flat. And that's because we really want an even extraction. And we want the water evenly extracting from all of the beans, so we get all the different flavor notes that come throughout the grinds. And that's why we're starting with it flat. So I zeroed it out. Make sure it's zero, guys. If you're at home and you have a scale, you want it to be at zero, because you really need to know how much weight and water you're adding to it. Again, it's super finicky. I've done it before where I haven't zeroed it out, and then I had to start all over again. And it's a lot to put together. So make sure you zero it out after you do your 30 grams. So we're gonna start. So we have this guy at 211. Pick him up, start your timer right away, and I'm just gonna pour evenly until we get to 40 grams on my scale. Nope, 60. And then I'm gonna let it sit for 40 seconds. And as you can see, it's kind of bubbling up and pushing its way up. That's called the bloom. And it's called the first bloom, and the reason it's doing this is because the CO2 gases are trying to come out after you add the water, and they get all soaked. We want it to sit for 40 seconds because if we added water to it right now, it would really make a hot mess. The gas would be trying to come out, the water's going in, the beans would get all over the place, and you wouldn't get an even extraction at all. So let it sit for 40 seconds. And then comes the fun part. We're gonna pulse for 100 grams, just like this, nice and even, getting all the beans. So I'm at 150, and then I let it sit. And I'm gonna let it go down, so I know when I add another 100 grams, I want it to hit this line again. It might take a little while. Your arm's definitely gonna get a little sore. And after you do it for a while, you might be jacked on one side, just super jacked on the right. Yeah. Adding it again. Nice and even. And remember to breathe, guys. It's gonna take, a little practice at home at your own laboratory. I mean, if you do it at home and you find that it's taking too long, which means it's taken over 4 minutes for it to drain, that means that maybe your grinds are a little bit too fine and you're gonna wanna go coarser. If you're at home and you find that at the end of it, it only took you like 2 minutes, then odds are your grinds are a little too coarse and you're gonna wanna go finer on them. So we're just gonna keep going. And the reason that we don't want it to go over 4 minutes and we don't want it to go under 3 minutes is because if it's under 3 minutes, it's gonna be a little too sour. And that just means, again, that your grinds are too coarse. And if you go over the 4-minute mark, it means that your grinds are too fine. Water's having a hard time getting through. And it's gonna be bitter. And nobody likes bitter. Well, except for maybe Jeannie. Hey, Jeannie. Yeah. Jeannie's excited because I have a coffee mug that she says reminds her of the Death Star.
I'm actually pretty jealous. I have a chewy one though.
She does,
I have a chewy
yeah.
goblet.
If you guys come on downstairs and you see like Chewbacca on his head sitting down there, that's just Jeannie's mug. And next to apparently the Death Star. So I'm all the way at 500 grams. So 500 grams is the weight that you want to go for. It stopped around 2.5 to 240 second range, which is the perfect time that you want it to stop. And now we're just gonna wait for it to kind of drip its way down there. So in the meantime, you know, we could find something to talk about. Someone pick a subject, any subject. Not the weather. It's boring. Why do people choose? Oh my God, Jeannie, stop. Jeannie likes dark roast coffee. She's my opposite downstairs. What's that, 46?
Yeah.
She's a fan of 46.
46.
It's a smoky dark roast coffee down there.
All of our coffees are organic.
That's
The
true.
company does have non-organic stuff, but since we're an organic market, we have all of their organic.
Yeah, sell it, Jeannie. It's true. It's true. And it tastes good. And we know how to do this stuff. And now you'll know how to do it at home. Yeah, so we're letting it drip. It's really soothing upstairs. We're upstairs in the wellness center. They've got some lovely music in the background. Got like water sounds and stuff. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful.
It actually really goes with the dripping happening.
It does go with the dripping.
I
It's
agree.
like and then at the end of it, we're gonna have a beautiful cup of coffee. What's better than that? I don't know, man.
I don't know.
We're almost there, guys. I promise. So yeah, it is a 4-minute brewing process, 4 to 5 minutes there. But it's well worth your wait, I assure you. So it looks like we're coming to the end of it. Yep, so all the liquid's out. We have a flat coffee bed. Just gonna put this guy over here. And I'm gonna swirl it because I want all of the different flavor notes that came from extraction to mix all the way through. And I'm gonna pour it out into my, what is this, Death Star mug.
That's right.
That's right, it's the Death Star. And you have a perfect, super hot cup of Apollo. Oh, that's a good coffee. Yeah, it's a good coffee. There you go, guys.